Hello and welcome, my dear grade 10 elite students, to my channel Mathematics Made Easy. This is Ms. Ruchika welcoming you to today's session. Today's video is a much awaited video and much requested video by all grade 10 elite students. So here I am to help you, to guide you for your coming math exam with the exam coverage end of term 1, learning objective 1. Today's video is the first video and it is going to cover the first learning objective, that is analyze the characteristics of the graphs of quadratic function. And in this video we are going to be covering and solving together questions 7 to 10 from your exam coverage EOT. So let's get started. In this video, we are going to be solving the following 4 questions where we analyze the characteristics of the graphs of quadratic function. And if you see these questions carefully, one of the graphs is already given. You just need to compare it with the other one. So this is a very important question, and let's see how we solve them using the characteristics of the graphs of quadratic function. So let's start solving question 7 and question 8. Now in these questions, if you observe, the graph of one of the function is given to you. So this is the graph of fx, which is given here, and this is the graph of fx, which is given here. Now the question is on comparison, so you will compare the features with the second graph. So what is the second graph? One fx graph is given. The second function gx, the graph is not given, but you are given some information. What is the information? Let's see. You are given the y-intercept is 1, you are given the vertex of gx, and the question is asking you which function is greater maximum. Okay, so you need to find the maximum points of both the graphs and see which is more and give your answer for that function. So in these kind of comparison of graphs question, I would suggest you to use my method, use my way of writing your answers. It is very easy to understand and write and explain. So what you will do, you will make the table of difference of the two functions. This is fx, gx, the two function you are comparing, and then you are comparing on what respect? You are comparing the y-intercept, you are comparing on the vertex, and then you are comparing on the maximum. 3 points you are comparing. And once you compare these 3 points and see which one is greater, you will be able to give your answer. So just make a table of difference like this for these kind of questions. So when you make this table, it is easy to compare the two given functions. So let's do it now. The table is complete. So first I look at the function which is gx. So for gx, are you given the y-intercept? Read from the question. Yes, that is 1. Fill it here. Are you given the vertex? Yes, 1, 3. Put it here. And now we move to fx. So look at this fx. Now the answer for this kind of question is in the graph itself if you look carefully. So fx is meeting the y-axis at the point, and that point would become the y-intercept. So just see where this graph is touching y-axis. It is touching at this point. So what are the coordinates of this point? Let's write the points. So at this point, because it is on the y-axis, x is 0 and the y-intercept is on the negative side, -2. So if you say the y-intercept comparison for fx, it is -2. For gx, it is 1. So we have compared the two graphs. Let's compare the vertex. Vertex is the point from where the graph starts. So it is this point. And these graphs are parabola. If you see, they are U-shaped graph because all your quadratic functions have a U shape. So this is a downward parabola, downward U-shaped graph. And if you see the coordinates of the vertex, this is the point from where it is starting. So x is 1, y is -1. So you can write the vertex. Now it's very easy to compare which function has the greater maximum. So if you see, I will now do one thing for you which will make the comparison easy. Graph of fx is given to you. The graph of gx is not given to you, but you are given some information. So let's make the vertex. It is the vertex which is going to decide our answer, vertex comparison. So this is one vertex. This is the vertex of graph of fx. For gx, let's draw the vertex. X equal to 1, y equal to 3. So x is 1 is here, y is 3. So this is y equal to 1, 2, 3, this point. That means the graph will start from this point. So as you can see, this vertex 1, 3 is above the vertex of fx 1 comma minus 1. It is higher. How many units? 1 2 3 4. So therefore this one is having a maximum y value minus 1 and this one is having value minus 1. So which one is more? Definitely this one. So the answer is the function which has greater maximum is gx. Definitely it has greater maximum and that is coming from the coordinates of the vertex. If you see the two vertex, the vertex here is more for gx and it is higher. Higher how many units? It is 4 units greater. So definitely the answer here is gx. Okay, that's how you do it. Let's follow the same method for this question. So we are going to compare them on the basis of y-intercept, vertex, and this time the question is asking minimum. So let's write it: y-intercept, vertex, and minimum. Let's complete the table. So we are again comparing two functions. So the first function fx, the second function gx. Now the first thing you will do is to plug in the values in the table. So some values are given. So fx graph is given. For gx graph is not given, but you are given the y-intercept and the vertex. So let's put the value. So y-intercept is 0.5 and the vertex is minus 1 comma minus 5. Now I need the y-intercept and the vertex from the graph for fx so that I can compare and then I can give which one is the lesser minimum. This is opposite of question 7. In question 7 you have to find greater maximum. Here you have to find lesser minimum. So we'll look at the minimum point. Again, vertex is very important. Vertex will decide your answer. So let's do it. So y-intercept means the point where this graph is meeting y-axis. So it is 0. And then vertex of this graph is this point. So at this point your x is minus 1 and your y is also minus 1. So the vertex is minus 1 comma minus 1. Let's draw the vertex of the other graph also. So minus 1 comma minus 5. So x is minus 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. This point. So which one is lesser? Now compare. This point is minus 1 comma minus 5, which is the vertex of gx. And this point is minus 1 comma minus 1, which is the vertex of fx. Both the vertex you have drawn. So which one is lesser? Because we want the lesser minimum. So definitely the lesser one is for gx again minus 5, because this minus 5 is lesser than minus 1. So the answer for this question is also gx. So gx is the function that has lesser minimum. And how much lesser? Again, it is 4 units below the minimum of fx. Because if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, this length, this is 4 units. So if you go 4 units down, you will get the vertex of gx. So I hope you understood how to compare the two graphs and how to answer question 7 and 8. Now, how will you solve these kind of questions if the graph is not given? In that case, you will be given the table of values. So you will compare with the table. So do you see table of values for both the question? Yes. So we are now going to solve similar question. The only thing difference is that the graph is not given and also the points are not given. So if the equation is given, can you see fx gx, and then you are given a table of values for gx, how do we compare and how do we get the answer? Let's do it. So for this one, question 9, you need lesser minimum. For question 10, you need greater maximum. So I hope you have understood that vertex decides the answer. So let's find the vertex for 9 and then we will also do for 10. So for question 9, the first function is fx. I need to find the vertex of this point so that I can compare the two vertex and give my answer. So the formula that you would have studied for finding the vertex is the x coordinate is given by minus b by 2a. So I'm comparing with ax square plus bx plus c. How much is a? 1. That's the coefficient here. How much is b? minus 10. So plug in these values here. X comes out to be minus of minus 10 over 2 times 1. So this is 5. Now put this x equal to 5 back in this equation of fx. You will get your y as 5 square minus 10 times 5 plus 5. So this value is coming out to be minus 20. What is the vertex? Let's summarize now. So the vertex of fx comes out to be the point x equal to 5, y equal to minus 20. Now look at the x value, x is 5. So go to the table for gx and see where is x5, this point. So what is the vertex? The vertex of gx is 5, x equal to 5, same x value and different y value minus 10. Now it is very easy to compare which one is lesser. So the first coordinate that you will compare is 5 comma minus 10 and 5 comma minus 20. So definitely this time the answer is fx, because fx is having y coordinate minus 20, which is 10 units below gx. So the answer is fx because it has lesser minimum, okay, lesser y value. Now in a similar way you can complete question 10. I will give you the answer now. So the vertex of fx, if you use the same formula, will come out to be x equal to minus b by 2a. I use the same formula, put the numbers. So this is 6 over 2 to 3. Put x equal to 3 in the equation given. So y is going to be minus 3x squared plus 6 times 3 minus 15. So this value, when you simplify, use your calculator, it will come out to be 1. So the vertex of fx. What is the coordinate? X equal to 3, y equal to 1. Now go back to the table, find the value x equal to 3. X equal to 3 is this value. So now we can get vertex of gx from the table is 3 comma 1. Okay. Okay, so there is one mistake here. When you substitute this value, this will come out to be minus 6. So the vertex of fx is this and the vertex of gx is this. Yeah, now it's better. So use your calculator correctly. And one vertex is at 3 comma minus 6. Another vertex is at 3 comma 1. So which is greater maximum? Which is more? Definitely this is more. So the answer for this question is going to be gx. So gx has a greater maxima. See, the x values are same, so you will compare only the y values. So it has a greater maxima and therefore that is your correct answer. On this slide, I have provided you the answer key, and remember, for these questions there are sample answers which have been provided in pink for you. This is the answer key so that you can check your answers. That brings us to the end of today's session. Thank you for watching the video, and if you found it useful, give it a thumbs up, like, share and subscribe to the channel. And also I would request you to be a little patient. Now onwards, every day you will be getting one video for grade 10 elite. I'm working on it. So inshallah, before your exams, you'll get all the videos. And please, a humble request, please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you receive notification of all my upcoming videos. Thank you.